Up Devils. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Before we get to the questions, though, couple of J-Dog recommends. Two that he personally purchased himself. He only recommends shit that he actually wants himself and actually fucking likes. So, first goddamn thing, a little bit of a goddamn funny story about this, too, is because I fucking sent Easy E and Sea-Dog a message, too. And they're both like, oh, yeah, that was Matt Putrid's band and Zach's band that they emailed us about releasing it. Why the fuck didn't we? Oh, Josiah's schedule was busy or whatever. Resent me the email thread. I was the one that's like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. But I totally forgot about it. Chasey Boy's response was like, yeah, I could do it. He's like, but said the release schedule where it was like 2 years out or something. So went with another label. Say went with Head Split Records, it looks like, and a couple other labels. Looks like Nuclear Ass Records, who I'm not familiar with them. Who's this other Rescue from Life? All three of them put this out. I checked it out because of the cover. We sold one for a order. This again, like I said, I don't fucking do the receiving and I don't police the shit that comes in. Generally, how I check shit out when I see it's new is when it sells because I pull the orders. I see the orders off the actual cart going out, and if it looks very interesting, gotta look fucking metal to call me. And I saw some like, God damn, this cover totally fits the bill. Granted, everything by Matt Putrid's pretty cool, but this is the best goddamn Matt Putrid piece to date. Check this shit out. The band is Torso Freak. Pull it out of there in case you get any goddamn shine in that cover. That screams death metal. A severed head impaled on a fucking guy's cock while he's cutting himself open. This to me is like a goddamn black and white version of Tomb of the Mutilated / There Was Blood Everywhere with the what was a black and white cover too, line drawing. The Desecration Gore and Perversion cover. It has that all feel. 90s as fuck, death metal as fuck, perverted as fuck, fits the goddamn bill, will scare the pink thong off any goddamn twinkcore. And not to mention, as far as I'm concerned, in these goddamn days, if you're in a death metal band, black metal band, I think with all the subgenres and shit like that, your whole aesthetic of your product, like this, see, look at that back too, then. You don't look at this and be like, I'm not sure if that's death metal or that's some fucking twinkcore. Because let's call it like it is. The twinkcore with the fucking logos and shit like that. Other than until you hear the dumbass fucking name like Motionless and Void or Asking Alexander, you can tell by the band. Twinkcore, not real metal, poser shit. Once you hear the goddamn names. But when you can't read it and you see the art, it could be death metal. It could blur together. But when you see someone like this, that's where it divides it apart. That's where it should. So all bands, tip from the dog, in case you happen to give a shit, is I would make sure your aesthetic of your packaging has a clear differentiate. Otherwise, it's kind of like, again, why is somebody going to check it out if they're interested in it? Me, this scream, holy fuck, this has got a 50-50 chance. It could be some gurgling gore, fucking boring ass bullshit. It could be just some background listen, but it was fucking great. So from what it's Ripper on I believe that is Zach. So Zach from Necro Filth, which if you don't know Necro Filth, we're getting to that in a second too. Goddamn it! Definite one of the best goddamn bands ever to come out of the fucking land. Grand Zach moved, so he's no longer in the shitty ass land, but definitely one of the best bands ever to come out of the land. And Matt Putrid, who does all the goddamn arts, they both do vocals, Zach guitar. Then there's this guy Laser, who I've never met, but I'm aware of who he is. I've heard about him through the grapevine. Nunslaughter guys talking about him and shit like that. To my knowledge, we haven't met. And then this Patrick dude, I don't know who the fuck that is. To my knowledge, I don't know. He sounds like he's the drummer. More cool ass fucking art. So personally, this is a 12-inch maxi LP. Came out in the year 2023. I text Scott and I too. I was like, "Did you hear that?" Because he's from Chicago and Matt Putrid's from Chicago. He's like, heard that 7 years ago. I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's that old?" Granted, going back to the Sea Dog emails and shit like that, I think it was a couple years ago they emailed us. I didn't know. Like I just checked it and then I looked into it. Oh, this that Matt Putrid shit on it, and then talked to Easy and then they're like, "Yeah, they emailed us about it." Oh fuck, okay. Forgot about that. That's how much this shit blurs together. Um, I'm like, yeah, fuck, I wish we kind of fucking put it out. Nonetheless, it's like, I will email Zach or whatever, maybe tonight or tomorrow or something like that, because I think Hell's need to do goddamn shirts of this. Although I'm not much of a white t-shirt guy, so I want to do black shirts, but with the art inverted. It'd be in black, white ink, art and fucking white ink, and then the t-shirts on black. Tell me how many of you fucking devils need that. Now that's a death metal tee right there. Tunes banger as fuck, catchy as shit on the first listen. It's total head split. That makes sense that he put it out. It's definitely up his alley. It's like a death grind version, I guess, of like Necro filth. There's a few fucking really catchy parts that are similar to the TISH even here and there. For fans of the goddamn early Razorback bands, because I can't quite place my finger exactly who it sounds like, but yeah, if you like Razorback shit like the Blood Freaks, Frightmares, Lord Gores, and you like Necro filth, you like the TISH, you like Hemorrhage, you like early Carcass, you like the stuff that I love, Miasmatic Croesus, Pharmacist. Again, I'm not saying it sounds like these bands because it doesn't. You're probably gonna like them. It's fucking gore shit, but catchy as fuck, and songs are memorable off that. I've already listened to it 3 goddamn times. Spun at 45 RPM. Um, it's a quickie, but a goddamn goodie. It was like 6 songs, I think 3 songs each side. Yeah, check out these goddamn fucking banger tracks. Roach Picked Bones. That's a title. Blood Rage. Zetro. That's the A side. B side. Rabid Ghouls. Last Days of John Martin. So 5 songs. Got cool, some cool horror samples that I bet movies I don't know for you horror freaks, and tunes fit the bill. So as far as new band, I put them in the new band category. For number one, it's new to me. Number two, even we've already established you're 2010 or up. It's fucking new. But this was a new band for me that came out in 2023. This is their only release. If you look up on Metal Archives, because I did. It's the only thing they ever did. First release, 2023, only release. That's a new band, new release. That's when your release came out, not when I'm talking about it. That's when your shit came out. So as far as new bands, a dog is stuck in his ways, that fucking 60-year-old looking motherfucker. He doesn't like anything new. Here's something I'm recommending, goddammit. And Hell's has been stuck. She's sales pitching. Gotta recommend something, dum-dum. And that's where the fuck else you think I get the shit? Because that we don't have a ton. I think we have 10 of them or something like that. So highly dog recommended if you like the sick shit, the brutal shit, but not the monotonous dumb crap. Standard goddamn black wax. I'm a color vinyl guy, but I gotta say for something like this, with the whole aesthetic and shit, it definitely fits the bill, fits the fucking feel. So it works perfect for that. So I highly recommend checking that out. If you like nothing but Cavalt tough guy, fucking Vlad Tepes black metal, don't waste your time. It's gonna be too tough for your goddamn badge. Oh, the next goddamn recommended. I've been making me to recommend this for a while. It is a Hell's release. And it reminded me to recommend, listen to it again after this Torso Freak Find Out Zach. This is, in my opinion, this has got to be the best fucking split to have come out in the year 2023. And that is the almighty, and I said almighty, goddammit, Necrofilth with Abigail from Japan. Now, full disclosure, in general, I'm not the hugest Abigail fan. I like them, but I don't. Some of it's kind of silly. Sometimes the vocals kind of like, hit or miss for me on them. Their songs on this are fucking great, though. I gotta say, the vocals and parts are kind of cheesy, but in a good way. Songs are raw, catchy, memorable. I was like, oh shit, even these Abigail songs, which are the opening songs, thoroughly fucking enjoyed them. And then Necrofilth was just pure disgusting nastiness. Exactly what you'd expect from Necrofilth, but a little bit more. I guess Worm Ritual is kind of what was like that too, where it was just the recording, everything just sounds goddamn filthy as fuck. They re-recorded the song "I Feel Nothing," which was up in their Worship Destruction demo. Fantastic fucking song. That Worship Destruction, like we did a 12-inch LP. I showed it on camera years ago. First Hunter had that syringe on the cover and shit. I think, yeah, for example, that Necrophil demo, that's one of the best demos to come out in the goddamn 2000s. It's up there. That's for goddamn sure. If you're not familiar with Necrofilth, it's just get fucking familiar with them. So fans of 80s death metal, Slaughter, think Slaughter, Strapato, mixed with fucking sleazy thrash, punkin, fucking just disgustingness. It's the best way I can describe it. Other than the like kind of yeah, you could hear the Slaughter influence. There's really no other band, especially when they first came out. I'm like, they kind of have their own sound. That was unique too, and their songs were very easy to get into on the very first listen. Extremely enjoyable and entertaining. So anything by Necrofilth, as far as I'm concerned, is very fucking good. Highly recommended. Extremely underrated. Smokes fucking Municipal Waste and all the other bands that because you could not the Necrofilth's a thrash band, but they're closer to being thrash than goddamn TISH is. That's for goddamn sure. Just bands like that. And again, I like Municipal Waste after going back and listening to them, but I'm just saying a band like Necrofilth destroys them, and in popularity, it's not even goddamn close. So as far as I'm concerned, this was the best split of 2023. And splits, a lot of times, I'm not a fan of because usually you only like one of the bands out of two. So, or sometimes you get splits with bands you do like, it's not the strongest songs. This was great. The songs were great by each fucking band. So, highly fucking recommend that too, goddammit. There you go, Necrofilth and Torso Freak, both fucking with goddamn Zack Attack on the fucking guitar and death throats. Anyways, goddamn questions. We're going over paid screwies at the top, of course. This first one is from Brendan Oshner. Yo, Jade Izzle, the Cat Blender is back with 2 questions for you. First question, do you own a sword or an axe? No, I do not. If not, that's pretty canoe. Why is canoe? What the fuck do I need a sword or axe for? I mean, granted, they look cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't know when I never felt the need to. A king of the household should always have the ability to threaten guests or their women with cold steel. Shit, I threaten them with the goddamn cold dead fucking fists. Bash their fucking skull. Bash fucking skull. Second question, what is your zombie apocalypse meal weapon of choice? Mine would have to be a baseball bat. Again, got the fucking human baseball bat. Just smash their skull in with these goddamn fucking these pythons, goddammit. Are already built in security mechanism. So yeah, already got it covered. I got them on me 24/7, brah. Zeljko Veliskovic. Sounds like he's from fucking Russia. Could be wrong though, goddammit. He says 20 USD pay response, not even question. He just says, fun and useless fact for you and the Devils. Leviathan's Jeff Whitehead was featured on the cover of Nintendo's Skate or Die 2. Carry on, dog. Yeah, that was definitely a useless fact that he wanted to pay 20 USD to say, which is works for me. Nice and easy. 2 things I don't care about. So, yeah, changed my life, none, goddammit. But a page down, although a page that was already half done. Jason Jones, paid question. So, J-Dog, thanks for providing daily entertaining content. That's what I'm here for. Even when I disagree with you, it's always an enjoyable watch. Good to know, goddammit. I have 2 quick comments and 1 question. First, you're absolutely right about Bolt Thrower being the most overrated band in death metal. 100% fucking are. And again, dude, somebody said it too in the comments when I brought them up. Bolt Thrower's fucking awesome. I don't know what this guy is going on about. And a few people going, depending, he says he likes them. Exactly. I said they like them. I just don't know why they're one of the hottest selling bands. Holy, one of the hottest selling bands. I see the stats, dumb. Don't come over here saying stupid shit while you're working your dumbass 9-to-5 fucking job. You don't see any metal stats. I see the behind the fucking scenes. And I'm telling you, Bolt Thrower is flies on shit. Always has been. Which is fine. Great for fucking sales point. I just don't get it. Like again, the first 4 Sinisters, the first 2 Gorefest, a band like Centurion, Altar, that shit destroys Bolt Thrower in my book. Always thought that. Christian destroys Bolt. I mean, you can argue, come on, dude. You minimally the first 3 Christians, you're telling me there's anything by Bolt Thrower that's better than that? I'm sorry. Afraid not, brah. A real man would never be fucking saying that shit. That Bolt Thrower shit is mid as fuck compared to the almighty goddamn Christian. It sells fucking to run circles around them. That's why I'm saying it's overrated. I don't say it's overrated the fact that this sucks, shut this off. No, I own some stuff, and I do spin them from time to time. Realm of Chaos is my favorite thing. It's a good record. But when it's outselling Diabolical Summoning, I'm sorry, I'm like, disagree. I think Diabolical Summoning is significantly better in my goddamn book. Now, granted, that's all just a matter of opinion. It's just, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of obvious. I just don't get it. That's all. Not hating on them, and I'm not saying don't buy them. Again, I bought them myself. Um, I just, I just legitimately don't get it. So that's what makes a band overrated. Overrated is not like somebody will come in and say something stupid. I think they have in the past, like overrated is Centurion. I listen to that. That sucks. Okay, maybe you listen and you thought it sucks. How's it overrated? Nobody even fucking talks about it. That's not overrated. Do you know what the meaning means? But people say stupid shit like that. It's got to be a band people are praising up, down, left, and right, and you disagree because you thought it wasn't that good. That's overrated. Not just a band you didn't like. J Dog talks about him. That's okay. J Dog talks about him. Who the fuck else do you hear talking about Centurion? Not many. Where have I leave off on this goddamn shit? Yes, I've heard the first couple albums. Yes, I like them, but I have no idea why people praise them as the best of all time. I'm in the exact same boat. Like them, but they're not in the top 10 as far as death metal goes, as far as I'm concerned. Blows my mind. Yep, my mind was blown 20 years ago when I first saw that shit. Second, I'm sure you got a million comments on this, but The Crusher is the third Amon Amarth album. I knew it was an earlier one. Nobody said anything. And again, I never claimed to be the biggest Amon Amarth fan, because I'm definitely not by any stretch of the imagination. It's just The Crusher was one of them that I listened to. And that Once Sent Golden Halls, I think that's what it's called. I put those on. I'm like, this is pretty good. I was like, I don't know what. Again, what it is these elitist fucking douchebags, which, to be completely honest with you, man, I think I maybe slightly went over this beforehand. I honestly think, dude, see, people don't know what the word posers fucking means. They think that if you listen to Limp Bizkit, you're a poser. No, you're a poser if you listen to Limp Bizkit, but when people around you are like, yeah, I listen to Tish, I listen to Into the Grave, yeah, I listen to Christian, yeah, I listen to Ceased, yeah, I listen to goddamn even Bolt Thrower, but they actually don't listen to it. They're just listening to Limp Bizkit. That's a poser because you're posing around your friends to pretend to fit in. That's a poser in that context. But if he does legitimately own those bands, listen to them on his own time, and he likes Limp Bizkit, that's not a poser. That's what people in this dumbass elite fucking with the good shit they'll call a poser. That's not a poser, dude. Just like I rip on Pantera all the time. Dude, I've met at least, I'm not even exaggerating, at least in person since this channel, 15 people, minimum 15 people, very easily, that have come up and said to me almost these exact words, or very much along these lines. Yeah, I like Pantera. I just don't want to tell you because I didn't want you to think I'm a poser. Why would that make you a poser? That doesn't make you a poser. What makes these guys a fucking posers is, for example, hating on Amon Amarth makes them posers of these elitist guys when they're the cult shit, underground stuff. They're hating on them because they got popular. And they'll trash them like it's some complete cold chamber garbage. And I go and put it out. For whatever reason, I always assumed that Amon Amarth was too, because I always put them and Lamb of God in the same context. I have no idea why. Just always have. Just by the names alone. I went back and listened to them. Now, don't be wrong. It's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. It is more kind of like a commercial death thrash band, but it's solid. It's true metal for sure. I'm like, this is actually pretty fucking good, to the point where it's like I might actually buy a copy. I can't vouch for later shit. I was like, at the very least, I was like, it's not Canoe. It's not fucking fake metal. It's Smoke's twinkcore. It's the real shit. But the worst you can say about it is it's commercial metal. That's the worst possible thing you can say. But guys like to rip on it because they're this elitist crap. And that, to me, is a poser. You're purposely ripping on it and forcing yourself not to like shit. A band like God Dethroned would fall into that goddamn category, too. Just not nearly as bad because they're nowhere near as popular. But that's where the guys would rip on them because it's not elite enough. It's not like blasphemy. Well, dude, shut the fuck up. Even if you're the biggest blasphemy fan in the world, cut the shit. That's not all you're listening to. I promise you, no matter how much you love Blasphemy, Revenge, Conqueror, Morbosodon, and all the fucking war metal, all the Cavalt raw black metal, there is no way in fuck that that's all you truly deep down enjoy as for music. There's no way. And if there is, you're definitely one of those miserable, depressed guys that's negative as fuck, looking down the barrel of a goddamn gun. You have to be. So, having said that, there's no way you can put that on Amon Amarth. I just think it's completely deplorable. Maybe you put it on, be like, this is too overproduced for me. Maybe you put it on, be like, these songs are boring. I don't know, what was J-Dog talking about? Okay, I was like, I don't know, this kind of fucking blows. But you would definitely not think it's fucking Canoe. That's the status they put them in there. That, to me, those guys are the biggest posers. It's not the Pantera guys and shit like that. Those guys are just, it's not even the twinkcores. Twinkcores, to me, they're not even posers. They're just out of the loopers that need to change their goddamn lingo saying they listen to metal when they don't even know who Punch and Stench is. That's not a metalist. They are not into a style of music that they think they are. They're delusional. I don't even consider them technically posers. The posers are the so-called true guys that are forcing themselves to like shit. That's what an actual real fucking poser is. So make no mistake about it. Not the second is the Avenger. I don't think I listened to that one. Yeah, which is in my opinion the best Amon Amarth album. Not sure if you skipped it or are just confusing it with the Crusher. Pretty sure it's the Crusher I listened to. Check it out. My question is this. I know you've mentioned enjoying some early Ghost stuff. Ritual. The song Ritual is a good song, yes, but some of their songs are just a little too. They just don't do anything for me. They got a few good songs. Most of the songs in the second album, as happy and fucking fruity as that album is, most of the songs I do like. There's two songs for sure that I thought blew complete chunks, but most of the songs on that album I liked. First album, I thought just most of the songs were just nothing there, with the exception of Ritual. That was a really good song. What did you think of Repugnant? Question mark. Big fan of them, and I cursed myself for not seeing them in MDF in 2011. Anyway, stay heavy and keep blasting riffs. Repugnant. Own the 7-inch picture disc. Own the fucking 12-inch LP. I wish somebody had put an LP out of those goddamn demos. Having said that, I am a fan, and if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I probably would have considered myself a super fan. Going back to it in recent times, I like it. Still a fan. Own it. Kind of doesn't hold up as well. Image is cool as fuck, but the reason why I don't mean hold up as well is I'm just like, it is another Swedish death metal band. Dark Recollections by Carnage. I'm sorry, it sends it home on a stretcher. Repugnant. That whoops Repugnant's ass all over the floor, mops the floors with them. Do I even need to mention Like an Ever Flowing Stream? I don't think I do. That's common fucking sense. Do I even need to mention Left Hand Path? I don't think I do. Common fucking sense. Do I even need to mention Into the Grave? I don't think I do. Common fucking sense. Where No Life Dwells definitely destroys Repugnant. So having said that, good album. Out of all the Swedish death metal bands, coolest fucking image for sure. Fits the fucking bill. I have it. I own it. I like it. But it was late to the game death metal, and that there was bands from the same country before it that is much better. So that's where it stands. But it's still in the collection. It'll stay in the collection. No chance of getting rid of it. It's just when I go back, I'm just like, it doesn't hold up like a Dark Recollections. That's the best way I can say it. So when I put them on back to back, and I have kind of, yeah. Like if I play that Repugnant, I play next, then even Where No Life Dwells. I'm like, I'm sorry, this Where No Life Dwells, it destroys it. I mean, just absolutely destroys it. It's just a much better album as far as good death metal songs, in my honest fucking opinion. So that's where it stands. But yeah, if you don't have it, check it out. And it's definitely worth picking up. I definitely agree with that if you like actual real goddamn death metal. So that's where it goddamn stands. Comes with shit, for the morning. Later, goddamn it.